Alright guys, we just got it turned over today, and everything seems to be working fine. Just kind of wanted to go over some tips that I've learned along the way. If you're working on a 4.7 liter V8 and you're setting the timing, I couldn't find any videos that really went into detail, and basically what you're looking for is just make sure that you have this at your 12 o'clock. There's two links on the primary chain that are marked, and so you make sure that's lined up, and you make sure that this is lined up. There's 6 o'clock. This link is also marked, and this is the part where I couldn't really find any videos. So on the diagram that you find on the web, it says that you gotta make sure that these two links are plated in there. See if I can get and then you should be able to see two plated links in the back. Mine only had one, so that's where I was having trouble. And if yours is like that and you only have one link that's plated on the secondary chain, you just got to make sure that the one that's plated is on top, so on this side, and then the other one that's plated, it's down here at the bottom. Can't really see it, like, because this one's been turned over, so they haven't really lined up again, but I marked them, and you can see it here. Yeah, that's something that I couldn't really find any information on. And then the other thing you got to worry about is your cams. Make sure that your V8 is pointed towards the top, and it has two little dots on the cam, and then there's another plated link on your chain, and then same thing for this one. Make sure your V8's up here, and then there's little dots. I think it says left and right, and then the right has two little dots. You line up the plated links to that. Your tensioners, there's like a little pin that goes in here. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't use any of that. I just took them out, and it worked out fine. The instructions say you got to put a pin on here to hold down the little spring, or it's kind of like a shock that keeps the tensioner tight. But I managed to just slide it in there and put it on. There's any special tools. A lot of the websites say you got to have all these special tools. I didn't use anything. The only thing that I do recommend is let me see if I can find it. There's a wedge tool that you use. So whenever you're loosening the bolt for your camshafts, let me grab one real quick. So here's the cam gear. So there's a bolt that goes here, and that one's torqued down to 90 foot-pounds, and it can be kind of challenging to take off, but the best way to do it, I got this tool. Just grab a regular pipe wrench, oh, here it goes. So grab one of these guys. This turned out to work really well. And you hold the cam, and to make sure it doesn't move anywhere. That way, you're trying to prevent any of this from moving, so your timing doesn't get thrown off. And the best way that I found to do that was I just got a piece of wood about half an inch. This one's actually too wide, but about half an inch, and I cut out a little piece like this, and then you tie a rope to it. Like it's probably the only tool that you really do need, so you can break that bolt loose without moving any other timing. So you tie a rope to it, and basically you get this wedge and you put it in between here, and like that the rest of the assembly doesn't move. And it makes it to where this is still, and you can pop it off, that bolt. Let's see here. If you're ever doing a project like this, I highly recommend that you send your heads into a mechanic shop or a machine shop to get the valves done. Don't cut any corners. It's not worth it. You can check your valves. You're probably thinking they look fine. Try to save some money, but in the long run, you're really doing you a disfavor. And just send them in, get them done. You probably spend a couple $100, but it's definitely worth it if you're going through all this trouble. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty straightforward. The biggest thing was setting the timing. Oh, this camshaft is pretty sensitive. Whenever you're taking it apart, it has a tendency to sit in his I guess what they call a resting point or resting position. It always wants to, the V8 never wants to stay right at 12 o'clock. So as soon as you pull that bolt off, it kind of goes to the side like that. And at first I was like, man, I think I'm probably gonna, I didn't think I can move the camshaft without screwing anything up, but yeah, it's fine. Like you can move it with this pipe wrench, and set it back, and just make sure that everything down here in these windows is lined up, and your 12 o'clock and your 6 o'clock. But yeah, I think that's all.